now 16 have joined already. Okay. So today we'll be taking what? What topic is to be supposed to be taken today? Hello?
Ma'am, block 2.
Block 2. What is the topic?
Library cataloging.
Cataloging, right? What about the others? Only Satyam is responding.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Asmita, Aarti. Okay. What topic we have to take up today? Aarti?
Ma'am, cataloging, using of cataloging.
Okay. You were there in last class, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Saturday, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Asmita, you were also there?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. And what about the others who are showing here but they are not responding? Rajeshwari, Soma, Sapna, Gaurav. Satyam,
Yes, ma'am.
can you please revise a little bit what we did in Saturday's class?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Saturday we had introduction about library cataloging. Just a simple definition.
Mm-hmm.
Catalog has been derived from the word catalogus. Katalogs means list, register or complete enumeration of things. Cata means according to, and logos means the word. Then we discussed need of it, objective of it, and Raghunathan sir's who is father of library science.
Mm-hmm.
His 5 laws of library. Books are for use. Every reader his or her book. Every book its reader.
Mm-hmm.
Save the time of reader and save the time of staff. And then we have discussed function in which subject cataloging qualities includes accuracy, consistency, qualities of a good catalog, requisites of a good catalog, accuracy, consistency, need of users, arrangement, up-to-dateness, and multi-pronged approach. Then you have tell uh, an exam question, laws of library science and library catalog, how it is interrelated. So the
Right.
5 laws of library with 5 laws of library with in respect to or library catalog. Yes, ma'am. In that class we have discussed up to this.
Okay. It means you have done something. At least you have the material and you have gone through it also. Hmm?
Yes,
Right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good. Really impressed. Because,
Thank you.
yes, parallelly, if you will go with the class, it won't be difficult for you all for either doing the assignments and then later on for exam purpose also. So, should we start now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in the last class, we discussed till relation between 5 laws of library science and catalog, right? How
Yes,
it,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
hmm? Qualities we discussed, then how catalog is related with this 5 laws of library science, right? And we didn't reach up to this na library catalog and index. How catalog is related with other library tools. We
Mm.
didn't discuss. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We did this.
Yeah.
Yes, serious.
Now we have to. Acha, first of all, I would like to ask all of you, those who have joined, uh, did you all now? You got the material?
Yes, ma'am.
Every one of you got the material? Hmm? Right?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
of you have
Yes,
downloaded?
ma'am.
Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And what about the assignments? All of you already received the assignments also?
Yes, ma'am. Assignment questions we have.
Okay.
Questions we have, but we have not started yet.
Okay, okay. Mhm. Just a minute. Let me first share my screen, okay? Is it visible?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, no, ma'am.
Now
Now,
it is.
now it is coming, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this was the last thing we did discussion as per how catalog is related to library science. Okay. Now we will see that how catalog is related with other, or how much better, or what is the relation between other tools also, because we have few other tools also in used in library, right? Can
Yes,
anybody
ma'am.
name those tools? What other tools apart from this catalog, what other things are we using? Or if someone has already gone through whatever is there in the material provided by the center, or whatever you have downloaded, what are
Ma'am,
other things we are
classification.
hmm?
Classification.
Ma'am, shelf list, publisher's catalog,
Huh.
taxation register, index.
Yeah. Just a minute. Who was saying classification?
Ma'am.
Some, yes. No, don't hesitate.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, who was saying
Me,
classification?
Anshu.
Anshu, right? We are using classification also, but here we are talking about the other types of records. ठीक है?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
library catalog is a record thing, right? Classification is the scheme which we are using, to
Okay.
classify the books.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And here we will now discuss about the other types of records which we are preparing. We have to prepare as a librarian for to give proper service to our readers. Okay. So other types of, yes, Satyam, you were telling about, because you have already read, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Shelf list, accession register, index, publisher's catalog,
Mhm.
and bibliographies.
Bibliography records. Okay. Uh, okay. You have already gone through all these things, Satyam.
Ma'am, just a single reading, ma'am, not a thorough
Okay.
reading.
Okay. 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 Fine. Don't worry. So first of all, we'll see how library catalog is related with the index. Okay. Index. Index. I think everybody will be aware of index. Index तो सबने देखा होगा ना?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, इंडेक्स देखा है आप लोगों ने? कहाँ देखा है? कहाँ देखते हैं हम लोग
Front
इंडेक्स जनरली?
front page of
हम्म,
every book. Front page of every book. We have index.
फ्रंट पेज
Front
हाँ.
page of notebook, every book.
एंड फ्रंट पेज और बैक में भी नहीं इंडेक्स देखते हैं?
Back
Yes,
में
ma'am,
तो
होता है.
appendix.
हाँ हाँ, एज एन अपेंडिक्स भी यूज होता है कभी कभी, है ना?
Index is also used like that.
राइट. तो लास्ट में भी यूज, अच्छा, इज एनीबडी वेटिंग टू ज्वाइन? नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक. ओके, 18 people are there. Okay, so index, as the word says, index means to indicate. Index finger होती है ना. तो to indicate, indicate what? To indicate or to point out कि what is there at the end of a book, right? Whenever we have already gone through any book, but what terms or what keywords have been used, if we want to see where that particular word is given in the book, the just in front of that particular word, the page number, its reference is given. Index को देखा है? Have you ever watched index properly? ऐसे ही होता है ना. I'm not talking about the index in beginning of the book. After the title page, that content page is there, chapterization is there. Okay, basically that is not called index. Index वो होता है जो लास्ट में देते हैं. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? जो सबसे
Yes.
पीछे दिया रहता है, जिसमें कुछ वर्ड्स मेंशन होते हैं, वर्ड के आगे दे हैव मेंशन द पेज नंबर, लाइन नंबर, इस तरह से मेंशन होता है, राइट? सो दैट
Okay.
reader
Yes, ma'am.
can go to particular, if they are searching for particular definition of something or particular word, they want to have a look where it is given in the entire book, so that reference is given at the end of the book. I'm talking about that index. Okay, so
Yes,
index
ma'am.
means to indicate or to point out, and we all know that at the end of a book there is an exhaustive index showing the list of terms. Here you can see it is not saying that in the beginning of the book, as you people are talking na, in starting में जो देते हैं, that is called content page. Content page, chapterization, right? Here we are, index means that is given in the end of a book. There is an exhaustive index showing the list of terms along with the relevant page numbers. Okay. For example, reference for easy retrieval of the information. And very often the index satisfies the subject approach. कोई भी book आप उठा के देखोगे, whatever book you take up, you will find an index at the back. Now if we see that how library catalog, which is a record, and index, that is also a record, how these two can be compared with few terms, with respect to few of their qualities, or with respect to few of their process being done. Okay, first term, which first quality which is taken up as the arrangement, but means how we can compare the arrangement of the catalog and arrangement of the index. So it says that a catalog can be arranged alphabetically or in a classified sequence. Okay, whereas an index is always arranged alphabetically. If you will notice the arrangement or listing of the index, you will find that whatever words are listed, it all the words are listed alphabetically. Okay, but in a catalog it is arranged it can be arranged alphabetically as well as in classified sequence. Why also alphabetically and in classified sequence? Alphabetically because as I told you na, in last classes, that catalog can be made basically three types of catalog we can do entry, either through author or by subject or by title. Okay, so, and within the author, we can arrange the cards alphabetically names of the author, or alphabetical letter of the title of the book. Okay, and how we can arrange it in classified sequence? By the call number, because call number is also, call number means the number by which we can trace the book where it is placed. Okay, so that is how we can arrange the catalog in Okay, I think you all should switch on your camera so that I can see also, because few students, I think they have joined but they are not listening. You don't have only to join, आपका खाली फर्ज इसको ज्वाइन करना नहीं है, इसको सुनना भी है. You all, you switch on your cameras, all of you switch on your cameras, mute yourself and switch on your cameras. ठीक है, exceptions are there if somebody's camera is not working, but mic is working, right Sapna? Hello? Hello? Sapna? Am I audible? Okay, anyways, but I can see only few of your faces. All other 1 2 3 4. Okay, so what I was saying, कोई बता सकता है?
Ma'am, how we prepare cataloging and indexes on the basis of मतलब उनका अरेंजमेंट हम किस तरीके से करते हैं?
अरेंजमेंट के बेसिस पे लाइब्रेरी कैटलॉग और इंडेक्स का वो.
हाँ, how on the basis of arrangement, catalog and index are different. Okay, basically we were talking about that. PPT कहाँ चला गया? Just a minute. So on the basis of arrangement, it is different because catalog can be arranged alphabetically as well as classified, while index can be arranged only alphabetically, right? Then on the basis of the entry, how they are different. In catalog, you will see when you will start cataloging in theory or in practical, you will see that catalog includes descriptive specification of a document containing a subject, whereas index entry only specifies the subject. That is why index is the listing of words alphabetically, right? But catalog, because it gives the complete detail of any particular document, that is why it is called as descriptive specification of a document containing a subject. Then comes a third property, flexibility. In catalog, new entries can be inserted in a systematic order at any time. Okay, we can improve our whatever existing catalog, we can improve that. Whereas new subjects can be inserted anytime. In index, actually it is missing that in index new subjects can be inserted at any time, only subjects. It is not talking about any new entry, but subjects can be inserted in index, whereas in catalog any new entry as a whole, new entry can be inserted. Okay, then purpose, if we talk about the purpose of catalog or index, then catalog is a record describing the documents acquired by a library. Whatever we purchase in our library, whatever we are having in our library, it describes about the collection of our library, right? Whereas index provides access to any of the bibliographical entries of the catalog through author, title, or subject. In index you will find only the words, listing of words. It can be author name, it can be title, word having in the title, or it can be any subject which has been discussed in within that particular book. And with respect to the entries, how we do the entries in catalog. So in catalog, analytical entries may be prepared depending on the nature of the document. Why it says that depending on the nature of the document means we can prepare the catalog with author name. If suppose that author is having some pseudonym, pseudonym means false name, right? जैसे मुंशी प्रेमचंद, प्रेमचंद is suppose not the original name, it is called pseudonym, कि the name by which that particular author is known. Okay, जैसे बहुत सारे एक्टर्स एक्ट्रेसेस भी हैं जिनके ओरिजिनल नेम कुछ और होते हैं बट दे आर नोन बाय देयर निक नेम, जिसको बोलते हैं जिस नाम से दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑथर इज बीइंग नोन, दैट इज कॉल्ड in library science language, that is called pseudonym. Pseudo means false. So false name, by their false name. So suppose any author card which we have prepared, at the author card, but that particular author original name is different and he is known by a different name. So what your reader will do, that reader is going to search that particular book or document or whatever is by the name of their the author's name by which he is known mostly. So we have to see that we have to prepare a catalog card by as an analytical entry. That entry is called analytical entry because that is not the direct entry of the document. So we have to analyze and prepare analytical entries depending on the nature of the document to provide proper service to our readers. Okay, whereas no such analytical entries are required in case of index because it is just a list. Okay, then there is another thing which is called shelf list. As the name suggests, can anyone tell me what you understand by shelf list? Payal? Shelf list. Unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. Oh, someone wants to join. Who is this? Dheeraj. Okay. हाँ पायल, you continue. शेल्फ लिस्ट, ये नाम से कुछ कुछ गेसेस आपको नाम से भी होते हैं, राइट? दैट जो भी नाम से बुला रहे हैं उसका क्या मतलब हो सकता है? शेल्फ, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय शेल्फ?
The books are arranged in the shelf, so accordingly we prepare the list.
So that is called shelf list.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Shelf list. Acha. Have you seen any type of shelf list? How do you know? By just by the name you have guessed this thing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And nahi, it's very right. The list which we prepared by the arrangement, how the whatever the arrangement of the books is there on the shelf, we prepare the list accordingly, right? And the way that list is as it is same as the books are arranged on the shelf. Okay, so that is called shelf list. So how this catalog and shelf list can be compared? So in your that content, it is given that shelf list is an inventory which records bibliographical data of items arranged exactly the same way as arranged on the shelves. Each title is represented by a card mentioning the author, title, edition, numbers of volumes, number of copies, call number, and such other items as necessary. A shelf list thus serves principally for inventory. Inventory means record purpose and control of the collection. It is a duplicate of the main entry, excepting the exclusion of notes, contents, and tracing. Because if you see that you will say कि मैम शेल्फ लिस्ट में तो ये सब मेंशन हो रहा है, ऑथर, टाइटल, एडिशन, number of volumes and copies. So this is the detailed information for any particular book or document. Then how it is, how you can say that shelf list is different and catalog is different? Because shelf list is also having these details, right? But what you will see later on in your practicals, that catalog card, it has some more information also in below as a notes, that is called notes area, where it is given extra information for the reader. So such these notes information, these contents or tracing area is not there in the shelf list, because shelf list actually serves this is prepared by the library staff for the staff. Okay, it is being used by the staff, it is not used by the your readers or your users or your students. Okay, so these are the exclusions which shelf list is not having. Okay, so again by on different basis of characteristics or qualities, we can differentiate how shelf list is different from library catalog. So first of all, on the basis of the users, we can say that catalog is an indispensable tool for readers as well as library staff, because undoubtedly who is preparing this catalog card? Library
The
staff is
library,
preparing.
yes.
Okay, so and for whom it is being prepared? It is prepared for our readers and users. So we can say that catalog is used by students, readers, as well as by the library staff. But shelf list is prepared by the library staff for themselves only. Okay, it is consulted only by the staff of the library. इसका पर्पस बेसिकली स्टॉक वेरिफिकेशन होता है. ठीक है, तो it is being consulted only by the staff, not by the readers. So on the basis of use, we can say this is the difference. Then how frequently it is being used, that is on basis of the degree of use. Degree of use is how frequently it is being used. Okay, what is the periodicity of the usability of both things, catalog and shelf list? So when you say that it catalog is being used by two categories, readers as well as staff, so undoubtedly catalog frequency is more, usability of catalog is higher than the shelf list, because shelf list is the only record they library staff prepare, and they refer it as and when required. So the frequency of use for this shelf list is not that much. Okay, are you all getting my point? Am I able to clarify
Yes,
myself?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
कुछ
Yes, ma'am.
डाउट अभी कहीं पे भी अगर आपको लगता है, देखिए बेसिकली दिस 223 इज theoretical paper, total theoretical paper. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
but theory also, if you will understand logically, that will be always remain in your mind, and you can express it in your own words. Okay, either in Hindi or in English, whatever language you use, that doesn't make that much difference. But it depends that whatever you write, it should be logical and to the point. Okay, that is why I am just trying to make you understand whatever I am saying. Okay, and if any doubt comes to anyone, anytime, you can very well raise your hand. Okay, and ask me that, ma'am, it is I'm not understanding this thing or that or whatever. If you have gone through the material, then also you can ask questions. Okay, in last of the class.
Okay, ma'am.
So if you will understand, it will be easy for you to write in your own words. Basically, my purpose is this only. Okay, by going through all this theoretical thing. So the frequency of catalog is used frequently, while shelf list is used usually at the time of book selection and stock verification. What do you mean by stock verification? Are you getting this thing clear? What is stock verification? स्टॉक क्या होता है? स्टॉक किसी भी चीज का स्टॉक क्या होता है? वॉट एवर कलेक्शन वी हैव, राइट? स्टॉक वेरिफिकेशन मीन्स कि वॉट एवर वी हैव is everything okay, that is called verification. So every year, once in a year or twice in a year, depending on the size of the library, stock verification is being done. So at that time, shelf list, staff uses shelf list, okay, to check whether all the collection is proper or not. Proper means it's not missing. That is called स्टॉक वेरिफिकेशन. ओके, ये छोटे छोटे जो टर्म्स हैं, टेक्निकल टर्म्स, ये आगे और पेपर्स में आपके लिए किसी और पेपर में दैट कैन बी एज वन ऑफ योर क्वेश्चन. व्हाट डू मीन बाय स्टॉक वेरिफिकेशन एंड व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ स्टॉक वेरिफिकेशन? ओके, तो that's why these technical terms you should understand. Then how it is different on the basis of the arrangement. Again, as in index we did on the basis of the arrangement, how both are different. So same thing is here. Okay, catalog is arranged either alphabetically or in classified sequence depending on the choice of the inner form of catalog. Okay, what form of catalog we are using, depending on that catalogs are arranged. What form means ki either whether it is author card, whether it is title card, whether it is subject card, depending on that nature, it is arranged either alphabetically or in classified sequence. While shelf list is arranged in classified order. Q, why? Can anyone give me answer to that? Why shelf list is arranged in classified order only? Starting जब हम कर रहे थे, when we started about this thing, about shelf list, what did we say? What
Ma'am,
is shelf list?
sometime somewhere it become easy to arrange the book according to the subjects particularly.
Classified
Ma'am,
order.
it was only used by staff
हाँ,
or mostly used by staff, that's why.
नहीं नहीं, classified order लिखा ना. Shelf list is always arranged in classified order. How do we classify books?
On the basis
Ma'am,
of subjects.
On the basis of the subjects. And
Subject.
what we use to identify different or place different subjects?
call numbers.
Subjects.
Call number, right, right.
Yeah.
So that is classification, because we are arranging the books on the basis of classification, whatever classification scheme we are using, either it is DDC, CC,
Rigid.
है ना, whatever. So because this these books we are arranging on the shelf, all the books are arranged by the call number. Okay, according to the classification scheme. That is why the shelf list which is prepared, because as we said, we discussed this thing ki that shelf list is exactly the same way the books are arranged on the shelf. So therefore, because the books are arranged on the shelf according to the call number, therefore the shelf list is also can be arranged only in a classified way by the classification numbers only. Okay, it is not alphabetical. Okay, just to guide the staff, because as Satyam also mentioned this thing, that and we all know that now we all know ki shelf list is prepared by the staff for the staff. Okay, so because we are using some classification scheme, we are giving classification numbers, so therefore that shelf list is also arranged by those classification numbers, and that is why it is saying that it can be arranged only in a classified order, right? Then comes the form category. What form can be for catalog, or what in what form or mode can be shelf list. So as we are from the beginning we are calling it as catalog card. ठीक? So by card itself you can very well understand card means कार्ड कैसा हो सकता है? How can be a card like? Hmm? Have you seen ever catalog card in any library?
No, ma'am.
No. A card means postcard देखा है आप लोगों ने? Postcard.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
तो
Yes, ma'am.
यू कैन कि आप ऐसे समझ सकते हैं जैसे पोस्ट कार्ड होता है, समझ लो। तो उस तरह का कैटलॉग कार्ड होता है, तो दैट इज फिजिकल पेपर कार्ड। तो
Physical
दैट इज
paper
वन।
card.
हाँ, तो दैट इज वन form of catalog। Okay, so how many forms can be for catalog? It can be in various forms like card catalog. We can also prepare it in register, okay, or in computerized, the way we are doing nowadays. Okay, most of the libraries, they are doing it in any of the software, either open software or any other LMS which they have acquired in their library, they are using. They have to enter all their collection, whatever documents they are having. We enter all the details of that particular book, and automatic we get the opaque. Last time we discussed this thing na, opaque kya hota hai? What is opaque? Online
Yes,
public
ma'am.
access catalog, right? Whenever we enter in any library which is digitized, whether fully digitized or semi digitized, at least they are using this opaque search. Opaque search means the data is available in soft form, and whenever a user or reader visit the library, we can search by using this facility, that whether our book of interest is there in their library or not. So the third one is that in we can have this catalog in computerized form also, right? While while shelf list is generally in card form. Okay, because while stock verification, we have to go to the shelf. For stock verification, we have to be there on the shelf. Only then it can be verified. Okay. That is why shelf list is prepared in card form only. So this is the difference on the basis of the types of forms. Then one last thing which is added and analytical entries. As we discussed, key while preparing catalog, we have to prepare analytical entries also. Okay, so the same difference applies here also, as it was there with the index. That catalog needs added entries to satisfy various approaches of the readers, while no such entries are found in shelf list. Okay, so more or less same type of reasons are or differences are there in both in for index and for shelf list. But what you need to do, you have to understand the difference between when we are talking about index, what is index, when we are talking about shelf list. Then you should be very clear in your mind कि shelf list क्या होता है and index क्या होता है, and how these two are different to catalog. तो हर एक टूल का डिफरेंट पर्पस है और डिफरेंट यूज है. यू शुड बी वेरी क्लियर इन योर माइंड. देन then comes a very important thing. This is accession register. accession accession क्या होता है? accession, have you ever heard accession register? accessioning, access. अच्छा, access वर्ड सुना है ना? access,
Yes, ma'am.
access का क्या मतलब होता है? एक्वायर
Acquire करना.
करना. access नहीं, access, acquire, access is not
Ma'am, access means
how
to
do you
reach
access, how do
somewhere.
you retrieve,
Maybe.
huh? how you can
Retrieve.
how you can retrieve
Retrieve.
anything,
Sorry,
है
ma'am.
ना?
Retrieve.
नहीं, नो नीड टू से सॉरी. डिस्कस करेंगे अपने आपके मन में जो है. आप इफ यू विल convey all whatever you are thinking about that particular thing, only then the things will be clear. Never, you should never hesitate in the class, okay? Whether you are right or wrong, but you should speak whatever comes to your mind. Then only things will be clear. तो access simply means
Yes.
retrieve. हाँ, जैसे कंप्यूटर से हम कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन, इंटरनेट से कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन we access, okay, from internet. So that in the same way we access what we access from the library, we have to access or retrieve.
Head administration, administrative.
Mm-hmm. What do we retrieve from any library?
Books.
Particular information regarding books.
Yes.
Books
तो होगा
information.
जिसके पास वही तो रिट्रीव करेंगे, एक्सेस करेंगे. राइट. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
access what do we have to access from any library? We have to access the documents, books, information, and whatever you can say. Different synonyms are there. So to access, to give access to the book, what librarians do whenever we acquire. Now you can use the word acquire. Acquire means purchase. Okay. But the proper word we use acquisition. Acquire से acquisition बना, right? So whenever we acquire any book, we have to do the documentation, or we have to make a record of that thing, right? Whenever that record is being done for the first time, when the billing is done, invoicing is done in the library, we record it in the accession register of the library. That is an accession number which is given to any book is unique. Unique means जैसे आधार नंबर सबका यूनिक है, we all have unique आधार नंबर, right? accession number किसी भी दो बुक्स का कैन नेवर बी सेम. ओके, डुप्लीकेट नहीं हो सकता है, राइट? आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? accession number of each and every book is unique. We can access the book by its accession number also, but it is very hectic, it is very tedious. Accession number may go up to 10,000, 1 lakh, depending on the number of the collection of the book in the library, right? Depending on the size of the library, accession number can go along, right? And then different types of accession number are also used in library. Suppose whatever books we are purchasing, we simply start giving it 0001, 002, 1000, 2000, right? Simple numbers. Then we also get books from gift, some people used to donate books also. Okay, so we have to now accession those books also. So some prominent thing we have to use so that to make it different from whatever books we are purchasing in the library as a regular purchase. So we can add G in starting. G denotes gift, gifted. Okay, so different varieties of accession number will be there. So if we wish to find a book by its accession number, so you can very well understand how difficult it will it be, right? So therefore, what I was just discussing, बहुत लंबा चला गया accession number का, right? Basic point I on which point I was saying all these things.
Ma'am,
When
it is
discussion
difficult to
started
find.
on accession,
Mm-hmm. Now we were just saying different types of nahi. Uh, we just
Ma'am,
started
you were
about
saying that,
accession register.
yeah, ma'am, you were
Uh,
saying that it was very difficult to find out a
huh.
particular book by its
Although
accession
it's a
number.
unique number, yes, right. Although it's a unique number, it's a retrieval tool. We can access. Okay, by the word access, I reached up to this. Okay. Anyways, so but it is
yes,
very tedious job. Now if we come to the comparison between library catalog and accession register, so by its purpose, very quickly I just read out these two three four sentences about accession register. It is a very important administrative record in which books either purchased or received through gift and exchange are listed in chronological order, date wise. Chronological means as and when it is purchased. ऐसा नहीं कि today we purchase a book and yesterday we purchased a book, तो उसका सबका एंट्री अभी बाद में कर लेंगे, आगे पीछे एंट्री नहीं होता. As and when it is received in the library, purchased in the library, in the same order. Chronological means when we purchase that book, in the same order we have to do the entry in the this accession register, and subsequently we have to assign a number to that particular book. As it is a date wise record of the collections and arranged according to serial number of the items, it cannot serve as a this is said that it cannot serve as a finding tool about the availability of documents of a library. Okay, and in many libraries it also serves as a stock register. A stock means whatever items we are having, we have the complete record of our collection in this accession register. That is why it can be called as a stock register also. Okay, if you see the last page of the accession register, you will come to know how many, what is the collection of the library. Okay, very easily by seeing the last accession number entered in the register. Now we come to the comparison. So by purpose, we can say that catalog helps in identifying and serves as a retrieval tool. It's very easy to find a book in any library by using this catalog card, while accession register indicates the total collection of locating a book in the library, and retrieval of books is not easy, rather a time consuming process. Okay, then on the basis of use, catalog is again like shelf list. We talked that shelf list is prepared by the staff for the staff, so the usability is extensive for catalog, and it brings all the like subjects together. This is one more added thing with catalog, that it brings like subjects together, while accession register is a date wise collection used by library staff only and fails to bring together the similar subjects together. Can anyone tell me what you mean by this line? How accession register fails to bring all the subject related subjects together?
Because they are arranged by date wise.
Mm-hmm. That is
So
okay. They are arranged. Arranged means entered. Entry
entered.
is
Yeah.
being done
Entered.
date wise.
Yes.
So, but how it is not bringing all the subjects together, related subjects together?
Because book can be
Ma'am, because there can be
come in different subject.
Yeah, because library is purchasing different subject books every day, right? कभी bio का आ गया, कभी chemistry
Yes.
आ गया. So as and when it is received, we have to do entry accordingly. Not by कि bio की आ रही तो वो तो कभी it's not ever possible to do like
Yes.
that, है ना? So that is why it fails to bring related subjects together. Okay.
क्योंकि
Then
क्रोनोलॉजी से चल रहा है ना.
it because it is chronological in chronological order. Then then on the basis of the items of information, what items or what headings we are, what type of information is given in both things, that also makes a difference. That detailed and useful information about the document is given in catalog, right? That is why it is helpful for our readers. While in accession register, bibliographical details are much less as compared to library catalog. Okay, because we are concerned why we are doing the entry in this register, accession register, to enter the invoicing details, to enter the purchase details. Okay, that is why the headings of the accession registers also goes like that way only, that we have to enter author, book title, three things are compulsory. Okay, but then other main things in any accession register is who is the vendor, what is the invoice number, what is the order number, date, right? So likewise, these informations are more important for accession register rather in catalog, where we have the more detailed bibliographical details are there in the card, not in register, right? Then, as per the degree of use is concerned, the same as we discussed for index, for shelf list. Again, here also, catalog is heavily used by both by users and as well as library staff, but accession register is used sometimes by staff only. Okay. Then, on the basis of arrangement, catalog is arranged systematically, either alphabetical or by call number of the item, while accession registers are arranged chronologically according to accession or serial number of the item. Then, last is the form. On the basis of the form, catalog may be in register form, book, card, or computerized form, and is self check exercise, while accession register is usually in a book or register form. Okay. So you can very well see, if you remember these comparison for any one of the tool, you will be able to answer any question. If any question comes in your exam, suppose you have read about the comparison for this catalog card and shelf list. Okay, but you somehow missed to read about comparison between catalog and accession register. But are you seeing any difference between all these three tools? More or less, all these three tools, index, shelf list, and accession register, the comparison is 99% same. अंशु, आपका बेटा आ रहा है, वो भी पढ़ना चाह रहा है. नहीं नहीं, इट्स ओके, इट्स ओके, फाइन. तो आर यू गेटिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? एक चीज अगर आपने, यू हैव लर्न इट प्रॉपरली एंड अंडरस्टूड इट प्रॉपरली, then you can very well answer for the other related thing also. The main thing that you have to make it very clear in your mind about the things what you are reading in theory. Okay, very minor differences are there. Otherwise, all the things are more or less related. Okay. So these were the three other library tools which we discussed and compared with catalog. Then comes cataloging and the role of technology. How we can use technology. Technology means we computers, right? Technology in other way, we are talking about computers. How we can use technology and make it easy for staff as well as for our readers. But what needs to be done to use technology for our catalog? So, first of all, we should know that cataloging is the process of preparing entries for a catalog. And what are the steps which are there for making entries? Number one, choice of access point, determination of heading, and rendering for the above entries. Means what is the main access point for that particular card, right? First of all, we should know, as a librarian, we should know what will be the access point. Then recording of information under various sections. What are the various sections of the card? Basically this is all your practical thing you will learn in your practicals, cataloging practical. Where what are the different sections of the card, which area describes what, where we have to enter what. Then third, determination of the style of writing. What is the style, how we have to mention in running or in caps, right? So that is called style of writing, and what punctuation marks we have to use as per the whatever international standard bibliographical description we use. We have different classification schemes. So accordingly, for cataloging also we have different standard schemes which we have to use in our library. Okay, so that we should know. Then where we have to write the call number, and call number is written in all the entries. Then filing of catalog cards. Once we have prepared the cards, how we are going to file it in the cabinet. This is actually, whatever we are reading here, it's the basics of library science. You are not going to find catalog card anywhere nowadays, because most of the libraries they are using opaque search, okay, in their library. तो कैटलॉग कार्ड्स अब एक तरह से एक्सटेंट हो गए हैं. यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू फाइंड. मे भी हो सकता है nowadays also in any small school libraries, those who are having budget problem or they have just started, they might have are doing this, following this catalog card thing. Otherwise you are not going to find. That is why whatever content is there you are getting for your course is, you can say, like ki, because you have to understand, first of all you will understand the manual things, only then you can understand the technical thing, right? Otherwise क्या होगा कि you will not understand anything, neither the manual thing, traditional thing which is supposed to be used in library, neither the updated digital thing which is nowadays being used, right? That is why all these things are still in your syllabus, although it is outdated, you can say it is outdated, but this is the only basics of library. As a librarian or as a student of library science, you should know. ठीक है. 5 laws of Ranganathan, these are the basics of library science. But उसको आज के टर्मिनोलॉजी में उस 5 लॉज को रिवाइज किया गया, राइट। बुक्स की जगह कंप्यूटर आ सकता है, ठीक है। तो उसको अपने अपने ढंग से लोगों ने रिवाइज किया, बट बेसिक क्या है, बेसिस उसके 5 लॉज ही हैं जो शुरू से आए हैं। तो बेस वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, दैट इज व्हाई दीज थिंग्स आर देयर इन द सिलेबस। तो कॉल नंबर वी हैव टू राइट इन ऑल द एंट्रीज। देन फाइलिंग ऑफ कैटलॉग कार्ड। अब कैटलॉग कार्ड बनाएंगे तो वी हैव टू फाइल इट समवेयर, वी हैव टू अरेंज इट समवेयर। एक कार्डेक्स इंडेक्स आता था पहले, वो कार्डेक्स इंडेक्स में हम लोग कार्ड्स को कैबिनेट, जो कैबिनेट्स आते थे उसमें अरेंज करते थे कैटलॉग कार्ड्स को, ओके। देन प्रिपरेशन ऑफ गाइड और रेफरेंस कार्ड, प्रॉपर मेंटेनेंस एंड अपडेटिंग ऑफ एंट्रीज इन ए कैटलॉग कार्ड। तो ये क्या है, ये सब जो पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं ये किसके पॉइंट्स हैं, दीज आर द पॉइंट्स फॉर प्रोसेस ऑफ प्रिपेयरिंग एंट्रीज फॉर ए कैटलॉग। तो इसको इफ यू ऑल विल गो थ्रू ऑल दीज पॉइंट्स वेरी लॉजिकली, in a logical manner, you will understand it very well and you are not going to forget it in future. But the point is that you have to read it and understand it in a logical way. So all these processes and procedures are involved in the act of cataloging. This is all the manual we are talking about, right? Then provision of detailed information facilitates a reader for selecting the needed documents. Why we are doing all these things? Just to help our users, to help our readers to select their book of interest from our whole collection of the library. And now how the, because now we have to take up that how we can use the technology for preparing the catalogs. That is why it is written that to help the cataloger for cataloging properly, keeping in mind the expected approaches of the readers, the catalog codes have been developed, designed and revised. तो पहला जो ये कैटलॉग कोड है, द क्लासिफाइड कैटलॉग कोड CCC, okay, was formulated by SR Ranganathan in 1934, and it is a very user oriented code that provides rules for subjects entries and exhaustive rules. Acha, did you get schedule for any of your other papers also? Any other related papers like classification or cataloging?
No, ma'am.
Acha, none of the other classes have started?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Only Acha. Okay, Acha, nowadays only my classes are going on, huh? Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought ki Acha, parallelly practicals. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, this CCC, Classified Catalog Code, was developed by S.R. Ranganathan in 1934 and it is very user friendly. Then, likewise, AACR, this is the mostly used catalog scheme which is being used. Okay, AACR is full form is Anglo American Cataloging Rules, edition 1 to 1988, revised edition. Amendments are and regular incorporations of new rules for new items like electronic resources proves to be the most popular catalog code. Okay, this is the most widely used cataloging scheme which is being used, right? It follows international standard bibliographical description, ISBD. Okay, international standard bibliographic description, ISBD format for the purpose of cataloging, which achieve uniformity, consistency, and standardization for preparing catalog entries. Okay, so various schemes are there, but we are using which code? We are mostly, most of the libraries are using AACR, Anglo American Cataloging Rules. Besides, it is amendable for computerization of library activities and leads to international library corporation resources sharing and global networking. Okay. Then, due to unprecedented growth of publication, it is difficult to know the location availability of publication with the help of traditional manual methods. Although the manual methods are very user friendly, okay, it is sounding very easy that when we will prepare the library card and we can arrange it in different cabinets, then our readers will come to a library, they will search through the catalog card, but still somehow it is time consuming, right? Because we are humans, not machines. That is why in most of the fields, technology is being used, right? What is the positive approach for using this technology to save the time of the user? Technology has negative, positive both, right? Things in our it's playing negative as well as positive role in a life, but we as librarian, because we want to save the time of our user, that is why technology was introduced in library field. So by using manual methods, it is somehow wasting the time of the user. But with the advent of IT, information technology, and information communication technology, ICT, it is possible to ascertain what information exists and where. Okay, because opaque search gives your answer in few seconds. You enter the whatever book you are trying to find out, or whatever author you are trying to find out of thousands number of collection in the library, and you will get the answer in seconds. But if you will try to find it through physical catalog cards, it will take much more time as compared to the opaque search through by using machine. Okay, so many libraries are computerized and networked so that they can have access to the resources of other libraries through online access. That is, the catalog entries are stored and searched for display as desired by the user. In the context of cataloging process, there is no scope for computer to create the basic entry, as it involves technical skill and expertise in subject field. Okay, because uh, ultimately who is providing the information to the computer, that what are the details? Librarians only provide, they we only feed the data in the computer. Okay, but for that we have to be subject expert. Whatever information regarding a particular book we have to enter, we have to do it very logically as per the as we as the subject of experts of library science, we know what are the different approaches by which the user is trying to search his or her book of interest in the library. Then we have to enter the data very logically as per the classified code, whatever code we are using, we have to enter the data accordingly to the computer, and then only it can give the display of that particular book. But once the data is entered and suitable software package is in use, then the computer is capable enough for preparing highly complicated type of catalog for control of information. Okay, it can manipulate the entries and the list of books to be displayed easily, either under other title or subject, even under a particular publisher and in a specific area. We have to grab this opportunity offered by IT so that maximum benefit can be given to the users for best exploitation of the resources of other libraries. Means once we enter all the detailed information about a particular book, means what is the name of the author, what is the title, what is the publisher, what is the publisher's place, how many page numbers are there, whatever the whole detail information we have to enter as per the cataloging code. Then computer uses that information, all the data is there in the computer. And whenever a reader approaches and tries to find his book of interest, suppose I try to search it through suppose I okay, I'll just show you. My screen is visible, right? I'll just show you the how this opaque आप लोगों ने देखा है? hmm? Is my screen visible now to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is ISA Bhopal. Okay. This these are the central facilities. I'll just check. uh, This is our library. Okay. And here you can see na, the different headings are there. It's about people, community, faculty publication, notice board, list of PhD. Okay, list of PhD. This is the union catalog of e-resources. Okay. Now, here you can see web opaque. Can you read it? All of you can see
Yes.
web
Yes,
opaque.
ma'am.
Okay. Web opaque means you can search now. Here you can see the catalog of the library. Web opaque means web refers to internet. Web refers to internet, because I am trying to search any book through internet. That is why it is called web opaque. Now here I drop down दिख रहा है सबको? You can see
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
library catalog. So these are different various terms or headings by which you can search any book of your choice, by title, by author, by subject, by ISBN number. ISB, as I said, ki accession number is the unique number for library. Okay, accession number for any particular book is unique for any book, but it is unique number for the librarian for that particular library. But this ISBN number is international standard bibliographical number. Okay, this number is unique for each and every book. Okay, every book has this ISBN number. देखा है ना आप लोगों ने? All of you have noticed this
Yes, ma'am.
thing, that each book, whenever you purchase any book or whenever you go to any library, pick up any book, did you see at the back of the cover page, है ना, बाहर की तरफ एक बार कोड होता है, नंबर लिखा रहता है? Did you notice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
सबने
ma'am.
नोटिस किया होगा. That is the ISBN number. Okay. Or series. Some a few books come in series also, and then if you know the call number, you can see the call number. Through call number, you can search the book. Abhi so I don't have any call number. Okay, so this is how our web opaque page is looking, right? Suppose, tell me any title or any subject. Chalo, I can. So I chose subject as chemistry. Okay. Then I enter go. So how many total search it is showing? 499 results.
499.
Right? 499 results are there. For what? This is the result for search for subject related to chemistry.
Chemistry.
तो ये कैसे पिक किया? How is this software working? कि when the detail of this of any book which is related to chemistry, we have to enter chemistry as a keyword, right? When we enter chemistry as a keyword, then only our system is picking up these list of books, whatever these are related to chemistry, we can see. Are you getting what I am saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever we do entry of any particular book, okay, suppose we have 50 books today we purchase for chemistry. So in all, when doing the entry for each and every book out of these 50 books, we when we enter keywords, you know, keywords, can anyone guess what do you mean by keywords? Key क्या होती है?
Keyword means specific words that we can identify the book.
Right, very good. Means keywords means that word can identify the subject or the main content with which that book is related, right? So for doing entry of any book, we have to enter the keywords as the subject entries. Okay, so for all the books we related to chemistry, we entered one of the keyword as chemistry. Then only this computer is that software Koha is picking up these list. Okay, if we miss any book which is related to chemistry but we miss out and we don't enter that particular keyword, means chemistry we don't enter, then it is not going to pick that particular book and we will miss that book. So that is why it is said that we have to do the entry very logically, and we have to provide detailed information of each and every book. Then only this technology can help us. If we are not doing our job sincerely and efficiently, then technology can not give the results proper 100% perfect results we cannot get if we are not doing our job properly. Okay, then one more term is there, symbiosis. Okay, then what is symbiosis? Classification helps to arrange documents on a shelf. Classification we did in our first two classes. So what does it do? It arranges the documents on a shelf in a logical order, bringing together documents on like subjects and separate those which are of different subjects, right? But what does catalog do? Catalog interprets the collection of the library and helps the user to select and locate the desired documents, right? And these are two interrelated processes which helps the readers in laying hands on their requisite information. Therefore, classification and cataloging satisfy the laws of library science and work for their mutual help. अगर हमने क्लासिफिकेशन नहीं यूज करेंगे तो our cataloging will be incomplete, right? Or these both are interrelated. Okay, whereas classification fails to satisfy the need of the users, catalog comes to the rescue by preparing the suitable entries and vice versa. Khali agar if we do classification, we do not do catalog, then also it is incomplete, right? Or if we do cataloging and we don't do classification, then also it is incomplete. So they both make themselves each other a complete union. Without these two, library is incomplete. Therefore, this mutual relation between classification and cataloging is termed as symbiosis. Okay, for the customer means here customer or reader or user. So, with respect to nowadays digital libraries, we can say users instead of users, we can call them as customers also. So, for the customer to receive services that are efficient and quick, there must be a mutual cooperation, right? Now let's talk about some potential scenario in which the classifier helps the cataloger. As we said that classification and cataloging, they both are interrelated. So in terms of library professionals, classifier, the person who classifies or give call number or do the technical processing, it's he is known as the classifier. Who do classification is known as classifier, and whosoever is doing cataloging is called as a cataloger. So how they help each other? Number one, use of classification scheme automatically brings a systematic and logical order of the documents on shelf, as well as the entries in the classified part of a catalog. Okay. All the books on a subject and its subdivisions are arranged in close vicinity due to classification only. Okay. Because classification is using what it is using? It is using the subject. The main basis of classifying is how we are classifying anything. We are classifying all the documents in our library with the subject, and these are this classification scheme whichever we are using, mostly we are using ddc, and ddc is using numbers, and these numbers, each number is denoting, indicating about a particular subject. And when we are arranging those with all the documents in the in the shelf of the library, so automatically the related subjects come together. According to the canon of preponderance, the call number is an individualizing number, a part of the leading section of the main entry. Main entry of the catalog, call number is the main entry. Okay, in the main section. As such, the place of main entry among various entries is totally concentrated in the leading section. That is called leading section, where we enter the call number. Then the class number assigned by the classifier helps the cataloger in assigning subject. When a classifier gives a particular call number to any subject, suppose is and if it is there any science book, general science book, so science is 500. 500 is the number for science given in ddc classification scheme, right? 500. So when 500 is given by the classifier, the cataloger very well understand that because of this 500, the subject of this or the content, subject content of this book will be science. So that is how a classifier is helping a cataloger to assign subject to a any particular document. Okay. Then the class index entries are derived from the class number. Class number say we can derive the index entries. In the similar way, cataloger also assists a classifier. How? Some books deal with more than one subject or are interdisciplinary in nature, but are classified in one place only. Okay. To bring to the notice of the readers, previously we discussed na, while preparing catalog, we have to prepare, make, analyze, and we have to prepare analytical entries also, right? So to bring to the notice of the readers, the cataloger prepares more than one subject entry, providing access from different subjects dealt with there. Okay. Then, in case of books bound together or printed together in one cover, another main entry is to be prepared for the second book, as the book will have one place only on the shelf as per the classification number assigned. Okay. Hence, by preparing cross reference entries means we have to prepare our card in such a way that by either approach, whatever is the approach of the reader, he or she should reach to that particular document to which he or she is searching for. Hence, by preparing cross reference entries, the location of second part of the book, just hold on please. So, therefore, by preparing this catalog or analytical entries of the catalog, which we prepare for to provide proper services to our users, we assist that cataloger is also helping the classifier in this way. The books acquired by the library may not be available all the time. Why? Because some of the books might be issued. Okay. Because why we are building this library? We build library to help our readers and users. Okay. So all the books in the library might not be available on the shelf. Some of few of the books might be issued. Okay. So, therefore, have been issued or misplaced, making the reader to think that these books are not available. If you will not find your book of interest on the particular shelf where it is supposed to be, you will think that oh, I think the book is not there in the library. But when you will see the catalog, a library catalog will inform the reader about the availability of such book in the library. So when you will see the catalog of that particular book, you will find that no, the catalog, if the catalog is there, it means the book is the part of the collection of the library. Then you will come to know that if the card is there, if catalog card is there, it means the book is there in the library. So it can either be issued to someone or it has been misplaced or lost from the library, but it is the part of the collection of the library. Okay. Then then comes types and forms of catalog. We are discussing it from the last two classes. Now here comes and the three basic forms of catalog, as I told you previously, that author card, title card, subject card. Apart from these, what other types of cards are there? How many? What are the different forms of the cards? Okay. So there are, this is known as inner forms of a catalog. Inner forms means, inner form, why it is saying inner form means कि जो arrangement होता है, the arrangement of the information which we are entering into that particular card, that is why how it makes a difference. That is why it is called inner forms of a catalog. So inner form of a library catalog refers to the arrangement of a catalog entry in a logical and systematic order to fall into a helpful sequence for storage and retrieval. The chart in the same chart is there in the your content of the chapters or booklets you have received from IGNOU. This chart shows that inner forms of catalogs are three types: alphabetical, classified, and alphabetical classed. Okay. An alphabetical card can be further divided into author card, name card, title card, subject card, and dictionary card. Okay. There are three types of ये हो गया classified card. Classified card, why it is called classified card? Because it is arranged in a classified order. Classified order means by classification number. Classified order is an artificial order which may be difficult to use. Hence, a classified card catalog has two parts, and the other part being alphabetical, which is easy to use and leads to user to the classified part. This all these things you will you are going to understand it or more easily when these practicals will start now, then you will be able to understand. When once you will start doing cataloging as a practical subject, you will understand what how does it make difference. And basically you have to you will be reading all these main author card, title card, and subject card. These three are very important, and this only you will be doing for your practicals. Other types of forms of catalogs you have to read it in theory with the point of view of your examination. You should know, but practically only basically these main cards are used: author, name, title, subject. Okay, not name, author, title, subject. Then third type, which is showing in the this chart, is alphabetical classed catalog. What is this is a variation of classified catalog. It overcomes the shortcoming of the artificiality of a classified arrangement by making it classified alphabetically. Classification arrangement is there, but that too with alphabetic. Now, what is the author card? Author catalog card, as the name says, that by author, what do you mean? Author is the creator of any book or writer of any book. Work, you can say work or document or a book. Okay. In an author catalog, the entries of the documents are under author name. The main entry which we do in the main entry is by author's name, and these are arranged alphabetically also. It provides access to documents by the names of their authors. And in other words, we can say that the leading section of an author catalog would comprise the name of an author. Okay. The catalogs of the British Library, the Library of Congress, the National Library of India are some of the fine examples of the author catalog. If you will search on internet now, you will find how British library cards look like, what is the pattern of Library of Congress, what they are using, and what our Indian libraries, what we are following, right? You will get everything on internet. You can search just for your own information, your own clarification. You can do browsing on internet to see the difference. Libraries may have author catalogs arranged in three different ways. First, there may be an exclusive author catalog without entries, mixing it with any other entries such as title, subject, series, etc. मतलब it is the choice of the librarian how much what type of facility and how much broadly you can just think of to provide the services to your readers very quickly. मतलब exclusively you can prepare a author catalog, but there also call number will be there. No card will be without call number. You can miss other entries. You cannot. You can try to just leave other entries like title, subject, series, but then also you have to give call number. Then second, you can author entries may form part and parcel of a dictionary catalog. Dictionary catalog is a different catalog. Then third, author entries may form part of the alphabetical index of a classified catalog. Okay, so these are the three types, three variations we can do while doing preparing author catalog. If the user approaches the catalog with the correct name of an author, the catalog immediately gives the person all the documents by the author. To help a user, the other variants of the name of an author are usually provided as cross references in a catalog. Cross references means we analytical entries which we discussed previously in previous slides, that we have to prepare analytical entries, that is also called cross reference entries. If, as I said, if some author is having some pseudonym, some false name, and his pseudonym is more popular than his real name, then we have to prepare analytical entry with the that pseudonym also, that is called cross reference entry. Then sorry, okay. Why it is coming like this? Hmm. Can anyone tell me why it is coming like this? Hmm.
राइट क्लिक करके देखिए.
There are few advantages and disadvantages are given for author catalog. Okay, what are the advantages? That it brings together the titles of books of the same author. If we arrange the catalog cards of a particular author, then what is the benefit? That we get in a row all the books written by the same author at one place in the catalog. Okay, then it also helps a user to obtain immediately what books are available in the library by a given author. This function can, however, be fulfilled by author entries in other inner forms of a library catalog. In a classified catalog, this function is performed by the alphabetical index of dictionary part. Okay. Then one more advantage is there, that it ensures that there will be no scattering of works of the same author through the catalog. Okay, it means, basically it means ki if we arrange all the catalog cards of a particular author, all his works will come together, and we will come to know whatever books of that particular author are there as a collection in the library. And one disadvantage is given there, as approaches of readers under subject, collaborators, distinctive titles, etc., cannot be satisfied. Means if you are giving something and missing the other thing, only God knows whether your reader is trying to search his book by the author. If he don't remember the author, and this author catalog is missing the information of the title, and if he was searching with the title, then he is surely going to miss his book, because that title information will not be there. Okay. I think only Satyam is there. I can see. Otherwise, others are what now you people are getting bored.
Ma'am,
Are you
no, ma'am.
finding the subject interesting or boring?
No, it is interesting, ma'am.
It is interesting.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
nice to hear.
Interestingly, ma'am.
Huh? Is there someone new in today's class? Is anybody new? New entry for today? Or all the students are those who have already done last two classes? Okay. So it's good to hear that you all are finding this is very interesting. Although because this is all theoretical. Okay. But I am repeating this every time that even if this is very theoretical things are going on, nothing practical is going on, and I am just trying to make you understand by reading out all these things, and most of the things are from your content only, and I have tried to cover the content only in point wise manner so that you also get the idea how to frame your answers. Okay, instead of in paragraphs, you should always try to answer your question in points manner, and if you will make your notes also in that manner, that is also going to help you. So, name catalog is there. Different types of catalogs are there. Satyam, you only tell how many more catalogs we have to go. Name catalog,
Ma'am, name, title,
title.
alphabetical subject,
So,
dictionary,
yes.
classified,
Hmm.
dictionary catalog, classified
Dictionary,
catalog, comparison,
uh,
or alphabetico classified catalog.
dictionary catalogs are there. I think we will be needing one more class. Then only we can cover the rest of the things. More and many more things are there in catalog. We have to
Yes,
go through and it's not possible. One thing you can do for next although next class I think is not cataloging, huh?
Ma'am, it is block 3.
Block 3, right? So
yes, ma'am, block
no,
3.
you know, yeah, this is the revised schedule I think. Okay, block 2 ka we are not having class, another class. You can do one thing, you try to read it yourself, right? Because it's all theoretical, but if you will try to read it thoroughly and try to understand and also refer the related topics on internet, okay, related to your whatever topic you are reading. Suppose you are reading catalog, you can try to find out answers to your question on internet and read it yourself, prepare your notes, and wherever you get the confusion, you can always get it cleared by me in any other class. Okay, we can do likewise because this is all theoretical. Anyways, you have to do it. Okay, and if any confusion is there, you can ask me because abhi to in this particular schedule I am not able to see any other class for this cataloging. Okay, and in other classes in meanwhile if you get some time we can discuss the related things. Okay, it doesn't matter that if we are having class for block 3 we cannot talk about block 2. Okay, it is not like that. Whatever confusion is there, I am always there to clarify. whatever scheduled class is there. Okay. First, we'll try to discuss the particular class. Then later on, in meanwhile, in any time during the class, we can discuss the confusions related to other blocks also. Okay, is it fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I think
Okay, ma'am.
now I should take
Okay,
leave.
ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then we will
Okay,
meet
ma'am.
tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Ma'am.
Okay, good night.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night, ma'am.
All of you, please join tomorrow, okay? On time.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.